Get that water out of the goddamn huddle. I tell you when you get a fucking water break.
Welcome to the Buccaneers Observer Podcast. This is Ralph Phillips.
I'm Molly Bay.
Today's November 3rd, 2019. We just got beat by the Seahawks.
Now, this is completely candid instant reaction because we haven't talked at all about it.
Yep. Game was over with. I went outside. Chilled out for a little while. That took them to overtime.
It was a good game.
Oh, yeah. It was entertaining.
It was really entertaining. I was excited that we went to overtime. Not excited, because it's always pretty nerve-wracking. The touchdown on the first possession is really tough to do. You don't see that very often. I mean, it happens, but because you score a touchdown on the first possession, the game's over. They win. But if you can hold them to a field goal, you get the chance to get the ball.
Yeah, well, they got the touchdown. Oh, just couldn't stop them when we needed to. Stopped them a few times.
But then they started getting those really quick drives. They'd throw it like across the middle, get a couple of those, you're halfway down the field.
Yeah, they were doing a lot of those rub routes.
Yeah.
Those things were really getting us. Confusing our cornerbacks.
Jamel Dean, I think, got burned this whole game.
He had a couple good plays, but yeah, they seemed like they were picking on
him for sure, absolutely. I don't know. I thought early in the game when Carlton Davis went out, they said that Carlton Davis had also gone out. I didn't see that Carlton was inactive, so I think he must have. I don't know if he got hurt during warm-ups or really quickly in the game.
Yeah, I was surprised to see Jamel Dean in there that much. So Carlton Davis, he was out, so Jamel took his place. Then they just picked on the rookie.
Yeah, I think that was their game plan. It's just really opportunistic.
Yeah.
Let's talk about some good things.
Okay.
I got some good stuff.
What do you got?
Okay, so the first drive by the Buccaneers offense was pretty decent.
Yeah.
Efficient, no mistakes. We scored.
Winston played a good game, I thought. Didn't look that frantic every now and then.
That one weird fumble that he had on some of the replays, it looks like Jonathan Smith's arm might have hit his elbow.
Yeah, he hit his elbow.
And it came out. Otherwise, it was really strange because he didn't get hit. You kind of saw somebody come through the line during the broadcast, and then they showed it from a different angle, and he wasn't even hit.
Yeah.
And the ball just came out, which was a very Jameis Winston play, I thought.
Yeah, I thought, oh my gosh, he just dropped that ball. It just came right out of his hand.
No reason.
But then if you look at the replay, you see Donovan Smith's arm swings out and hits Jameis in the elbow right when he was winding up, causing the ball to jar loose. And
those are the really dangerous plays that seem to happen to the Bucs a lot and don't go in our favor. And it seems they really get in Jameis's head or the team's head.
And the fans' head. You're sitting there going, oh, no, not again.
Not again, yeah, exactly.
So, the team's got to be thinking that, too.
Yeah, I think so. But that third Buccaneers offensive drive was great, too. It started with TJ Logan. He had a good return to, the 31.
He's giving us a return game.
Yeah, I like that. Mm-hmm. He's actually trying and picking up positive yardage and not making mistakes.
Yeah, no.
So he's pretty much the total package, what you want in a returner.
Yeah, so we shored that up.
Now, Jameis got Mike Evans involved this game again, which was good to see. And he had Jameis, in this third drive, he had a pressure where he stepped up and he didn't run into a sack, which we've been seeing him do lately, and then completes it to the check down to Auclair and picks up a first down.
We picked up a lot of first downs. They couldn't do anything on third down until they're at the very end.
I know.
When it matters.
That last third down, it was 3rd and 6, and at that point, they were 1 for 7 for third down conversions.
Good Lord.
I know. And they just threw a bomb to DK Metcalf right down the sideline, got him to the 6. That would have really hurt us. And that, I think, is another one that's on Dean. You won't really be able to see it till on 22. But I have in my notes that he never turned around and really, it should have been a face mask. Oh, that's when right. He was pulling.
He was pulling his face mask.
Yeah. Dude has the pacifier mouth guard. That was so weird.
Yeah, now every time I see mouth guards, I'm going to think, they're like grown-up pacifiers.
They're soothers.
Baby needed a binky?
I guess so. So then 2 plays after that, there's a 1st and goal where Chris Carson runs and loses 5. Devin White almost missed the tackle on this one. And then the other linebackers, I think David came and cleaned it up. And then right after that, Russell Wilson threw the touchdown to tie the game. But there were some good things on offense, good things on defense.
Yeah, we moved the ball real well.
Didn't make many mistakes.
No.
You know, we allowed another 75-plus yard drive in this game. So that's 5 of 6 that we've lost when we allow a drive that long. And Chris Carson was the first 100-yard rusher we've allowed.
It seems like our defense is not able to stop people when they need to.
Yeah. What are your thoughts?
Oh, I don't know. Russell Wilson played great. He has got very pinpoint accuracy. He's able to drop the ball in the receiver's hands where they don't have to, they can run after the catch. He puts it where, they pretty much they're the only ones that can get it. Our secondary is going to get blamed heavily for this game.
Jamel Dean, I think in particular. I think there were 2 touchdowns scored on him, too.
And the game winner, too, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Or was that Whitehead? That was Whitehead. I can't remember. But Russell Wilson is just very good at that. It wasn't like we had receivers running around free with nobody around them all day. And most of the times when they caught the ball, there was somebody there to tackle them right away.
Yeah, our tackling was a little suspect this time. Chris Carson in particular.
But he's just hard to
pretty
get
wily.
down.
Yeah,
he's hard to get down.
He's like Derrick Henry, but better. I think he fights more.
I wish our defensive line would have got more pressure on Russell Wilson. It didn't feel like they got enough. We'll see on the coach's film. But Russell Wilson was if he felt pressure, he would throw it.
We got a couple of good sacks on him. There was in the end of the third, beginning of the fourth. We ended one of their drives with a sack. Vita clubbed him.
Vita was playing great.
Brought up 4th down. That was a 3rd and 5. And then there was another one earlier in the third. Oh, right at the beginning, that first possession that the Seahawks had. Vita almost got to Wilson, but didn't make the tackle, and David came in to clean it up. Got the sack. And then there was the sack with Bo Allen on 2nd down, and then right after that on 3rd down, JPP and Devin White got a sack. So we made a lot of plays like in the 1st and 2nd quarter, and then after that it was kind of suspect.
Well, we needed our defensive line to make up for the secondary. We needed them to step up and do more because the secondary was failing us. It appears. That's what you have to say at this point. But I was happy to see Jameis Winston calm down a little bit, played well.
Yeah, he played well. We were in the game the whole time. Well, we were winning.
Yeah. I mean, they only had the lead for like a minute in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, it looks like they got the lead
but then
at 8 minutes.
We came back and tied them, and then they got the lead in the game. So, and another thing, like we said, the positives, we didn't get our butts whooped.
Yeah.
We slugged it out with them.
It was an entertaining football game. It was good football.
Yeah, you can't be upset with it. You can't say the Bucs suck. Of course, everybody's going to say the secondary sucked. But.
Yeah. I think there might have been some of that. I think that Jamel Dean was probably outmatched. I think they also picked on him for that reason. I think it was a combination of talent on our side and good game planning or adjustments made on Seattle's side. I think they have a really good coaching staff.
And plus, Wilson was just throwing the ball right in the breadbasket every time. He was just dropping them right in there.
He's a very poised quarterback.
Very poised.
Calm, collected.
Maybe Winston could learn something off of him.
Doubt it. No, I was pleased with how they performed, especially in this stadium where you do have to worry about the 12th man, and there was a lot of crowd noise. Although, we did shut them up with that, the 3rd offensive drive we had where we just drove down the field.
Well, when it was 21-zip, that crowd was sad. Yeah, it's going to be another thing everybody's going to talk about. We gave up a 21-point lead.
Yeah, I can see what they're saying, but it's Seattle. I think they're adept at doing that. Didn't they just do it last week?
Against Atlanta?
I think against Atlanta. No, I just looked at the score. It wasn't that way at all. Seattle got up early against Atlanta, and then Atlanta almost came back, but then choked. Like they do.
Hey, that's another positive. We're not the Falcons.
I know. I was glad to see with injuries, Tanner Hudson was able to step in there, given that O.J. Howard was out. So he looked decent. We didn't have that Jordan Leggett activated. We brought him up from the practice squad.
So it was just...
So he had the 3 tight ends.
Braid. I didn't even see Braid out there.
Yeah, I don't think I did either. Remember, he was on the injury report with, I think, a rib injury.
Okay.
So he must not have been.
Tanner dropped a touchdown.
Yeah, that was disappointing.
I don't know what he was doing with his hands. He had them backwards or something. We won the time of possession. by 7 minutes.
Wow.
That's incredible.
That's crazy, even with overtime. And
yeah, they had the ball the whole overtime.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's showing the overtime stats.
If it is, that's still pretty bad.
Yeah, well, they were able to win it in overtime in 3 minutes and 15 seconds. They just drove right down the field on us.
Yeah, they can do that in a short amount of time, which we saw at the half. They got the ball with like 1:50 in the second quarter.
That's right.
Just drove right down the field, controlled the clock the whole time.
Yeah, we scored too quick on that one.
Yeah, I thought so too.
And then we even went into a hurry up on the goal line and that's how they got the touchdown. It was like on the 1 yard line. We went in a hurry up and scored real quick. So it was like, why would you do that? You got to take time off the clock, man.
Yeah. So was that intentional or an oversight?
We just wanted them points.
Maybe. Yeah, because BA does like to do that, go into the half on a positive.
Yeah, he probably figured it would have been a lot better to go in the half on a touchdown than a field goal, but...
Instead, we went into the half with a missed field goal. Matt Gay, that 50-yarder.
First field goal he's missed since the...
I know, we were just talking him up. Yeah, I'm not mad about this one, though. It's kind of like, eh.
Yeah, you can't... you could be upset about the secondary's performance. At this point, we haven't really in-depth the game yet, but you can say secondary did bad, didn't stop them. But other than that, there's really not a whole lot to complain about.
Yeah.
Tyler Lockett had 152 yards on 13 catches.
Wow.
He was targeted 18 times. But DK Metcalf was targeted 9 times, had 6 receptions and 123 yards.
Wow. So those are 2 efficient receivers. That's 278 yards between the 2 of them.
We gave up 105 yards to Carson.
Ugh. That one hurts. That one hurts worse than anything else. Yeah. And he got his longest of the season.
Yeah, 59
on us, and that's the longest that we've allowed, right?
In the replays, I was looking for Holden, but I didn't see any.
Dang it. We could negate that one. The Henry one doesn't count because they cheated.
That's right. I did feel like the officials did not do a good job in the sense that they weren't calling a lot of stuff that I was seeing. Like you said, like that face mask on Dean. He had a face mask. Jameis Winston got hit in the helmet.
Yeah, he got clubbed right in the head. That happens all the time, though, with him.
That's what I say about these officials. They're just it's so subjective that sometimes they're not consistent with their calls.
Yeah. I didn't think they did too bad. It was questionable on that one fumble that they blew down early. Again. I was like, we're going to get screwed again. But we had the clear recovery. I didn't hear what they said at the end of it because they ruled it. What did they rule it?
A fumble.
BA ended up challenging it, right?
Yeah.
They ruled that his knee was down.
Okay.
And BA challenged it and won.
Yeah, we got the ball because we picked it up. But yeah, I thought for sure that was going to be another fumble that we weren't going to get.
Yeah, I was waiting for it.
But then, we got that one and we still didn't win the game.
Yeah.
So, if we would have got the other ones, who said we would have won? If we're not able to stop teams from driving down the field on us when they need to, we ain't never going to win. Can't win like that. Got to be able to stop a team.
Well, maybe us bitching about them will help. It seems to help Perriman.
Perriman caught a ball.
Yeah, he had a decent game.
Touchdown. Remember that?
Touchdown. Yeah, that was circus.
That was a bad pass by Jamel. He shouldn't have thrown it there. No, but we got lucky. Ball bounced
That's another one of those that gives Jameis this false sense of confidence that he can complete these crazy plays.
Yeah.
Sometimes they go in your favor. A lot of times they don't. This time, thankfully, it did.
Yeah, you got to be impressed with Russell Wilson. Very, very good. Very good ball placement. Calm. Didn't make mistakes. Threw the ball away when he needed to.
Yeah, he's a very smart football player.
Seems like it. Big dummy.
I'm really not mad about this loss.
What upsets me is that we're 2-6.
Yeah, that's frustrating.
So we can't lose a game for the rest of the season.
Well, luckily our schedule gets a lot easier.
Yes, hopefully the team stays together, doesn't fracture in the locker room or get despondent, and we can win out for the rest of the year. But we have to.
But they showed a lot of improvement this week.
They should have showed improvement last week.
Yeah. This is the team that's cool, calm, collected, and can win. This is what we need to see. The defense, the secondary needs to step it up a little bit, but if we can improve on this, we're not doing so bad.
I would agree with that. But that's a contingent that Jameis Winston stays calm and not frantic.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was worried when we'd get the ball, we'd have to score a touchdown to keep up with them. There at the end, they scored that touchdown with 8 minutes. And I was like, oh, no, Winston's going to go out there and feel like he has to be Superman. This is going to turn out bad. And then I caught myself. I'm like, why am I thinking negative like that? So I thought positive, and we we did it. So I'm going to attribute it to my positive thinking.
You're welcome, Bucks fans.
Yes, you're welcome, Bucks Nation. Our leading tackler was Devin White
Okay, there you go.
with 6. Wait a minute. Well, 12. 6 solo. Hold on. 6 tackles solo, 6 assists, so 12 combined with a half a sack for 5 yards. Levante David was second with 6 tackles, 2 assists, 6 solo tackles, 2 assists, 8 combined, 1 sack for 14 yards.
Yeah.
And Whitehead was third, 7 tackles, all of them solo. Barrett got half a sack. Bo Allen got half a sack. So look at these stats. Vita Vea had 3 tackles. He did a lot more in that game than just 3 tackles. Same with Sue. Penalties, we had 11 for 82 yards. They had 4 for 45.
Dang, we were doing so well in that statistic early on in the game.
That's right, yeah. Like the first half, we didn't have any.
Yeah.
Or late into the second quarter, anyhow.
And they had like 3 at that point. So they only got 1 more penalty, and then we got 11.
And we've been doing good with penalties for the past few weeks.
It's those mental errors.
We went 6 of 14 on third downs. They went 2 for 8. But see, they had 8 third downs. We had 14.
That's crazy.
Yeah, see, you don't want third downs.
Right.
They were getting first downs on first and second down. Not letting they get the third down. That's why I hate that third down stat when people are like, oh, you got to learn to convert thirds downs. No, you want to learn to not get to third down. That's the much better way. They had 492 total yards. We had 418. We had 72 offensive plays to their 68. I don't know if that includes overtime. I think it does.
That's so crazy.
Yeah. They had 7.2 yards average gain. We had 5.8. Rushing yards, they had 145 to 99.
Dang.
Passing was 347 and 319. So they beat us in pretty much every category. Not by a lot, though.
Yeah.
Except for time of possession. That's crazy. We had the ball full 7 minutes longer than they did.
And we tied with turnovers. They had 1, we had 1.
Yeah, it was back to back. It really, all it did was run time off the clock.
Yeah, they just kind of nullified each other.
But that hurt us because we needed that time.
Yeah. Well, how could we need more time? We had 35 minutes. Like, if you can't win in 35 minutes, I don't know what more time is going to do.
Wilson ended up with a 133.7 quarterback rating, completed 29 out of 43 passes, 378 yards, and 5 touchdowns.
I wish I had him in fantasy.
No doubt. All their touchdowns were passes, no rush touchdowns.
Or did he rush one in too?
Oh, he might have. I can't remember.
I can't remember either.
I don't think he did. Pretty sure they were all passes. Jameis Winston ended up with a 103.9 quarterback rating, completed 29 of 44, 335 yards with only 2 touchdowns. Like, it really doesn't matter. We scored rushing touchdowns.
Yeah.
So, we went toe-to-toe with them, and pretty much the score, the stats.
It's not the points. That's the important part.
Well, they got the last punch in. If we could have countered, we probably would have scored. This was really just a game of who had the ball last.
Yeah, exactly.
And they won the coin flip. If we would have won the coin flip, we probably would have won this game.
Yeah.
Dang. Talk about a game of inches, a coin flip.
We were helped a lot, too, by their kicker missing all those kicks.
Yeah, he missed 2, right?
He missed 2 and a point after.
Matt Gay missed 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, we even had that going for us.
Right. That guy lucked out because if they didn't win that game, they were going to be blaming him all day.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That big run Carson had, Devin White chased him down. I was impressed with that. Devin White was pretty fast. And then swung his hand and knocked that ball right out of his hands, but then it went out of bounds. I was like, oh.
That was awesome.
Yeah, that was a good play.
But he stopped the score.
Yeah, momentarily.
They scored on that one?
I'm sure.
Yeah.
I don't remember. But hey, we're 2-6.
That sucks.
It's been entertaining football. Every game has been good. We haven't got curb stomped by anybody. Most of the games, this is the first game where I can say we didn't beat ourselves.
Yeah, I think that's true.
This one in the New Orleans game.
Yeah.
So you can't really be too upset. The only thing you can be upset about is that we lost, and it really hurts badly our postseason chances. I'm still sticking with it. 10-6, though. I'm doing it.
We're winning out.
We're going to win out.
Hey, I won this one. I picked against the Bucs last time.
Why would you pick against the Bucs?
I picked Seattle.
Oh, that's right. You did.
Yeah.
Oh, good job.
No, I was hoping to jinx it, and so then we would win. Because the last time I picked against the Bucs was the last time we won.
You ain't doing something right, Molly.
I know. So we'll be back Wednesday with the coach's film review, and probably by Thursday you'll have the video up.
Yes. Probably Wednesday.
You keep saying stop over promising.
No, I keep getting it out by Wednesday.
No.
Yes.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, every time.
Okay. Wednesday then.
Wednesday. We'll have a podcast on Wednesday, and then Friday we'll have
the preview for the Cardinals. This is the Bucs' first home game.
Yes, go fill that stadium up.
Road stretch.
We're going to take out all of our frustration on the Cardinals.
Yeah, we need to beat them like a redheaded stepchild.
Yes, no offense to you, redheaded stepchildren out there. But yeah, we're just going to beat them down badly.
Then right after that, we have New Orleans the next week.
Oops.
So let's get that win against Arizona. We'll focus on that.
Well, at least New Orleans has to come to our house this time.
I'd love to go to that game. We've never been to a division game.
No. So if you're in Tampa, go to these games, pack the stadium. You see the difference a crowd makes, especially a loud crowd. Loud crowd. That might have been the difference in this game. You never know. It wasn't a whole lot of difference. Whatever the difference was, it was very small. It was a slugfest. More of an offensive slugfest, though.
Yeah.
But that's going to wrap it up for us till next time.
Go Bucs.
Tough one. I'm not used to losing here. Really, really proud of our guys. I thought, man, we had some young. At one time, we had 6 rookies out there on defense, and they were fighting their ass off. And this was an NFL game for some of them. They got broken in pretty good. Offensively, I don't think we could have played much better. A couple of third downs maybe, and I thought our kicking game was solid. That field goal before the half, I knew it was going to be huge. In these games up here, they always are. Every point counts. So those 3 points, I thought it was a hell of a drive with 40 seconds to get to field goal range, and I was counting on Matt to make that one. But really, really proud of our guys.
Coach, if Mike Evans chased down the fumble, we're not even having this conversation. How important is that?
Yeah, I think everybody gave some great effort. I thought Devin White's play on Carson was unbelievable. We just don't get that fumble, But that's what these young guys are all about, and each and every guy had a hand in the pile today.
First, you can get that touchdown less than a minute left. Is there any thought to going for 2 or they're trying to win outright?
No, just because of history here, and we'd held them. Kicker just missed one, and so yeah, it was. No, there was no.
Coach, the second touchdown drive, 1st and 10, Winston throws the screen pass into the ground. You go in and eventually score. Your quarterback showing maturity now?
Oh, there's no doubt. Yeah, he had 2 or 3 screens today that he handled extremely well. KJ Wright's a tough guy to get a screen pass on. He read them, but Jameis played probably as good as he's played all year.
Coach, how important is it to get the ball, the open kickoff, and go and score for a moment?
Well, yeah, that's the thing. You know, every time in overtime, you want that ball. And, I've had some doozies with these guys before, and, I thought we had them stopped, and they made a really good third down conversion.
First, this is 2 weeks in a row where you had a lead in the fourth quarter, and you kind of can't close it out. What has to happen?
We just got to grow up. I mean, we're really, really, really young. Over there we had, 3 rookies back in the back end playing, and Devin and Nelson got hurt. So, just keep growing. But I love the way they competed.
Rules when you play a Russell Wilson, and he made some throws today that I don't know if the coverage could have been any better.
That's Russell. Been watching that for a long, long time. And when Russell gets out of the pocket, that's when he's the most dangerous. We let him up the middle, and that's a no-no.
Overall, the discipline taking on a quarterback like that.
Yeah, the pass rush, the coverage, Sean jumped up in front and the guy whirly birds out and he gets a holding penalty and, things like that you practice them, but it's not the same as in the game.
What was cited there at the end? Was there something on the field that the referee may have missed? Or?
Yeah, I thought they were holding out of us. So.
Bruce, you mentioned the young guys. Jamel Dean actually had to come out and play with Davis hurt. Well, what did you think of just his game overall? Just how he? I
think he made some good plays. He made some bad plays, and it was a big learning experience. It's the most he's played. Just physically being tired. And I thought Sean Murphy and Bunny jumped. He's been growing and growing. This was a good one for Jamel. Mike Edwards got out there, got some snaps, and so yeah, the growth is good.
First, did Carlton hurt himself on the opening kickoff?
No, he hurt himself in warm-ups.
So Dean didn't know going in. There was no intention for Dean to play as much as he did.
No, not until we came in from warm-ups.
When you get the long play to the 2-yard line there, it's like less than a minute left. Is there any thought to slowing down there and worrying you can keep Seattle too much time there?
No, just get the touchdown.
Coach, we know the league's all about wins and losses, but you can get a lot of positives out of this one, can't you?
No, I don't think there's any doubt. Like I said, I'm really, really proud of this group. You know, Carlton's injury throws a young guy out there, and like I said, when you're playing with 6 rookies on defense, at one there were snaps out there, and they held their own. So I think it's a bright future. Yeah, we're pissed off about losing a game that went to overtime, but we thought we should win, just like last week. But I see the growth. I see us getting better.
How nice is it going to be to play a home game next week?
I don't know what that's like.
Chris, what can you say about Devin's ability to strip the ball loose on those 2 plays?
Just catching him. I mean, that was a huge, big-time play. The only player I saw Tyrann Mathieu do that his rookie year and catch Jared Cook. I just wish we'd have got the damn ball. You know, it was a great play by him, but we don't recover the ball. Ball bounced out of bounds.
For James, the whole games he did, when he throws it, the only real turnover looked like his arm got hit on that.
Yeah, just went back and hit one of the guys on the back, and that was huge. But I think that was the one we held him to 3.
What does it say when you guys can match Russell Wilson, in a shootout type?
Yeah, I can't be more prouder of our guys. I mean, to have the injuries that we had at the last second, and then to go out there and take this team to overtime, and it's a hell of a football team. I think it speaks volumes about our guys. You know, we a player too. We're just a player too, and we win last week, we win this week. But at one time, I don't think we had 6 rookies on defense, a couple snaps, and it's like they're holding their own.
You get a sense in last week, the locker room, you said it was a rejected room. Do you get a sense that they're going to take something from this positive?
No, they're pissed. I think they're really pissed because it was like 2 weeks in a row. And, I mean, they worked hard in practice this week, and it showed in this game. I can't ask any more of these guys. Can't be more prouder of them.